Hey, what's up, guys? James with Min Hunter Comics here. This awesome guy reached out to me, fan of the channel, and he wants to give me his collection. You heard that right. He wants to give me his collection. We talked for a little bit, and turns out he's been a fan of the channel since almost seems like when the channel probably started, and he just wants to give me the collection so that I can enjoy it, because he knows that I would enjoy the shit out of it. And he's right. The thing is, like, things like this don't really happen anymore. So until I actually get those comics in hand, I guess we'll just have to see. All right, we're here. I'm really excited. So it was real. Check it out. Back there. That's amazing. Incredibly generous. It was a guy and his brother, sweetest guys ever. They have all these awesome stories of just enjoying comics from the 80s and 90s. And it was just truly a great time being there and talking with them. So thank you so much, guys, for this collection. I only got like a little tease of what was in here. So let's go over the boxes. All right, we're back home. Ended up being more boxes than I thought, so I'm pretty pumped. Yeah, not bad, guys. We'll be taking a look through all of this. Comics. There's a box, there's a box. Baseball cards. What do you say we get to it? Alright guys, so scrolling through, it looks like a very common 90s collection at the time, which is perfect because that's kind of my jam. I still love 90s. People think it's overrated, I think it's pretty sweet. Cool second print of Bishop. Check out this first appearance of Nebula. That's a pretty awesome book. There was a nice little decent Avengers stack here. Yeah, this collection had everything. DC, Image, just truly everything. Marvel. I am going to have a blast reading all this. Even some NHL and NFL cards to boot. Alright, so here, let's grab another random batch here. Alright. Captain America. Got a little pile going right here. Doctor Strange. Got a little pile going right hidden there. Captain America. Is this all Captain? Conan. Okay. I do have a Conan pile. Where did it go? There it is. Avengers. Silver Surfer. There we go. Little Conan pile right there. Oh, that's a nice one, guys. It's the first White Vision right there. I'll put that with my Avengers pile. Iron Man. As I ran into something really interesting here, I've got a couple Ghost Riders going on now. I've already found a couple 31s. I think we have a possible indication of a 90s speculation situation. Look at this. 31. All still in the original poly bag. In fact, I bet this goes all the way down. Yeah, this is just all Ghost Rider 31, look at that. Keeping it going, here's just another box. Yeah, there's some baseball cards sitting there on the top, and to be honest, I don't know too much about it, so I put that with the sports card pile. One of these days I'll get into that. And I'll just continue with the sorting, starting off with a Web Spider-Man. On the back it had a Ravage. This collection was very out of order, but it was a blast to put it all alphabetized. Alright guys, so check it out. After sorting, this is the DC pile. There are a lot of good reads in here. All kinds of DC books. That's just reading material, baby. Random Squadron Supreme pile there. This is a pile of number ones, and this is maybe the most random thing you will ever see. You gotta check this out. About 50 copies of this Secret Weapons number one. I think this is an example of an early 90s speculator. I hope he's watching it. Look at this. I'm pretty sure this book is worth about 10 cents. But maybe he thought that it would be a lot more. I think I counted like 40 there. Maybe it's closer to 50 of Secret Weapons #1. Pretty interesting.
This is random, but that is signed by Mickey Rourke. Yup.
And down here we have a bunch of cool Stanley Presents little volumes down here. Very neat. Some Conan magazines. Some NHL and NFL cards, which I actually know nothing about, so I gotta get some advice on those. We've got a couple graphic novels up there. And then some of the poorest condition books you've ever seen. Really, look at these early Fantastic Fours. It's like, that's issue, I think, 55 or whatever. Like, here's 81. That's the best looking one of the bunch. That's pretty sweet, guys. The reading material, although I think for that you got to wear like gloves and a mask. And then down here, it took a lot longer than I thought. But that's everything, guys. That's everything alphabetized. So we started here at Avengers, B, Black Panther, C, Captain. We got some Conan, we got some Daredevil. An entire run of Darkhawk, but not issue 1. I'll find one online and I'll mix it with it, and I got a full run. Pretty cool. Doctor Strange, a good amount of Fantastic Fours, and there's a few keys in there. I'm gonna get to that pack at the end. That's a nice... I'm not gonna spoil it. Some more Ghost Rider, a near full run of Guardians of the Galaxy, a bunch of Thor books there. Here's my stack of Spideys. I threw Web of Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spectacular, and my Amazings all in there. Some Wolverine books, with a nice one on the front there. A few X-Men books. Some Punisher books, some Power Man and Iron Fist. This is my random pile. Valiant covers and tops, all sorts of weird stuff. A nearly full run of New Warriors, a bunch of Marvel Age, a good little stack of Iron Man, some Infinity stuff, mostly Infinity, I think, Crusade, but then randomly we did get an Infinity Gauntlet #1, a short little stack of Hulk. I already had the cute little dog, but the some interesting magazines right here. Maybe you guys recognize that one. Pretty cool. I'll show you some more here. I'm going to show you all these, and then I'm going to show you the keys that we did find in here. Although, admittedly, this collection is definitely more going to be reading material and inventory rather than key stuff.
All right, everybody, so it's home, it's categorized, everything is nice and neat and alphabetized, it's perfect. I know some of you are going to ask, but the way this collection was just given to me, I think I'm just going to keep it in the personal collection for a while. It's a ton of reading material, so for that reason, I think I'm not going to do anything for sale. Still, it's always fun to take a look at the keys. This collection didn't have any big keys. It did have its fair share of very small and some like moderate keys, which are always cool to find. So I'll go over a little short pile here. Regretfully, in an effort to try to get this video released by Monday, I actually just noticed I forgot to go over the entire DC stack. And I'm the DC guy. So this is a little pile of some Marvel books that we picked up. And this wasn't even all the keys. This is frankly just the ones I grabbed. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll show you the major score from this haul, which I frankly don't know what to do with. Them, well, you'll see at the end. We got X-Men 118. This is extraordinarily crisp. This is that first appearance of Wolverine's, I think, fiance or girlfriend or something. Mariko Yoshida. Very nice. Next up, sure, X-Force #1. You find that every weekend, but it's a good one. We got a West Coast Avengers 45. Hey, first White Vision. That was like a $1 book forever. Now, I think it's like $60 to $100 for that. Teen Titans 43. No, he did not have 44. That's okay, though. First appearance of Jericho right there. Very nice. We got that first, is the biggest, I wrote my notes here, the biggest Celestial ever, Thor 388. What was the deal? That first appearance of Exitar, the Executioner, the biggest Celestial in the Marvel Universe, apparently. This next one's a really good one, that classic cover right there. It's also the first cameo of the New Warriors and Night Thrasher. Very nice. Peter Parker reveals himself, well, his identity to, to Black Cat. Here's a book I know nothing about. Revelations #1, but it's signed by the entire creative team on the back. That's pretty sweet. Key origin issue, we got the first Venom 2099 and Punisher 2099. And we have the first time Rhodey wore the War Machine armor. Smaller Iron Man keys here. We got the debut of the Deep Sea armor. We got this is just a classic tale, really. We got the classic Stealth armor cover. We got an Infinity Gauntlet #1. I think by now I don't even need to explain what that book is. First full appearance of the Goddess, which is supposed to be like Adam Warlock's better half personality or something, embodiment. First appearance of the Pantheon. Here we got Rick Jones as Green Hulk versus Bruce Banner, the Gray Hulk. We got the What If Hulk Had Beat or Killed Wolverine classic. Great 90s cover there. Guardians of the Galaxy, guys. We got that scarce final issue. You don't find that. That had a extraordinarily low print count. So the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy run. Very nice. I believe this Guardians of the Galaxy 4-1 is the first bro Thor, where he's like fat, which maybe Endgame took some credit from. Pretty cool. Debut of the Astro suit. So this is interesting because it actually resembled a symbiote, and there's some possible connections to symbiotes in this issue. Because of that, it actually makes it a small key. Pretty cool. Then we got the first Lilith and the Midnight Suns. We're going to come back to Ghost Rider. Just remember that, Ghost Rider. We're going to circle back to that at the end of this video. First Paabok, the Power Skull, rumored to be in the upcoming Secret Invasion movie. I guess we'll just have to see. Here we got the first Gormu. Silly little one, but it was sharp enough for me to want to show it off here. Fantastic Four 271. And we have 2 copies of 272, which is the first appearance of Nate Richards. That's a good one. And the fact that there's duplicates of it is pretty great. And they're bulletproof. I think this entire collection I'm just keeping as readers, but that's where it almost makes me want to maybe do some submitting. We'll see. Maybe I'll do like 5 off to CBCS. Again, I'm going to show you at the end of the video the super submittable stuff. Fantastic Four 278, that's the origin of Dr. Doom in his college years. Here we go, that's a big one. First, John Walker as U.S. Agent, formerly Super Patriot. The Captain America show that just came out made this bigger than it was even before. That's a good one to have. Same thing here, this is the first time we see that U.S. Agent suit, but it is, I believe, Steve Rogers wearing it here. Captain America 332. I think this is Captain America quitting, and it's that classic Mike Zeck cover. Very nice. Captain Marvel 39, first appearance of the Rogue Watcher. I'm surprised that book isn't bigger than it actually is. Captain Marvel 61, first appearance of Elysius. Very nice. Silly little, very common 90s book there, Cable #1. Here's the Shazam and Superman versus Black Adam. That's a big book, actually. And it's rumored that it could be happening in one of the upcoming either Black Adam or Shazam movies. That would be pretty sweet. I think that's like the only DC book I threw in here. Yeah, unfortunately, the rest of the DC collection, I had to make a choice. If I wanted this video to come out on Monday, I knew I wasn't going to be able to look through it. Maybe I'll do like a part 2 or something. We'll see. We got the first appearance of Nebula. That's a pretty sharp copy, too. Maybe 9.4, maybe 9.6. Still, I'm going to keep it for reading material. Very nice. This was weird. I never see this. 362 ASM. The first and second print. Cool. Yeah. I always find that first print. I never find the second print, so that's actually kind of nice. Then we got Adventures of Superman 500. This is that other cover, the cover you don't really see that much, so that's pretty cool. Great one to have. This is far from over, guys. This is only a fraction of what was in there, but I'll show you this one. I didn't really have time, but I made time to go ahead and read this whole thing. This is Savage Fists of Kung Fu. It actually reprints those first appearance and early stories of Shang-Chi, and which I've never fully read, so it's never a few decades late to get into the source material. And this oversized read was like the best way to go about that. That was a blast. I don't know, that might stay in the personal collection. That's pretty sweet. Now for the best part of this collection, check this out. 129 copies of Ghost Rider 31, the first full appearance of the Midnight Suns. That's like $20 a book. What the heck am I supposed to do with all this? Man, I tell you guys, this collection is for the PC and for reading only, and I didn't want to sell anything. This is where it gets tricky. Maybe I'll send a couple of these off to CBCS. I don't know. Whew! 129 copies. And you know what? That's a good book to have 129 copies of. As always, guys, keep on hunting and do good things, because sometimes karma comes back around for you.